ruthless.
KG, this one's crazy.
You're too lucky.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy KG. Listen, man, I usually do this thing when I cut the morning show and then I do, I just cut what I said for the morning show and just get on with it, like the monologue, you know what I mean? And I thought, nah, you know what? Separate content. Just make it separately. So fans, this is the moment where I can just talk to you lot. What I think, just there. So I want to talk about Jadon Sancho. Two things I want to talk about. Jadon Sancho. I also want to talk about Matthias de Ligt as well. Two things definitely need to talk about. So apparently PSG want to put in an offer for Jadon Sancho. And it's difficult because I felt a little bit conflicted. It's like, I don't know if it's South London tax, Mandem tax. I don't know what you want to call it, yeah, but I kind of want to just give him a chance. And I think maybe I'm flawed for maybe wanting that. But it's like, you kind of want to see my man win here. That's really some of the fundamental truths. Like, I want to see Jadon Sancho come here and win. It's been poor, it's been sloppy. He's from round the way. You know what I mean? Like, I used to work with young people in the Croydon area. And we're Croydon, Kenneton, you know what I'm saying? That's like, it's south, really, you know what I mean, and stuff, and that's my journey. It's from, like, Kenneton to Brixton to Croydon, really, in terms of as a professional. So, yeah, there's just an affinity. I don't know, maybe it's that same thing that people get annoyed with Mank fans when they actually say Rashford, Mank born and bred, and that lets him get away with a madness, but maybe you do have more allowances on the back of that. He's got some quality. There's a good player there. And when the team plays the right type of football, I definitely feel that Jadon Sancho is not someone you go into a battle and a war with. He's not that kind of guy. Not at all. But then when you're not battling, when you're actually just trying to source and play good football, that's a good player to have. Technical, good on the ball, good in tight spaces. This is what he can offer. Can play across the front three. You have to say, yes, he's happy on the left, can play in the 10, can do the false 9 thing. Like, especially when the club's trying to go in a different way. Like, some of the link up between him and Ahmad was just great to see. It was great to see. Them two were like, they weren't playing like natural wingers. They wasn't. Definitely, a lot of link-ups, a lot of combination play, and you think, well, what could that look like with the likes of Xerxes in there? But then the other side of it is, Ineos are on some expect anything. We were once told at the beginning of the window that Man United had 40 million to spend. Man United have also just tried to go in again to sign Matthias de Ligt, put in a bid. It's been turned down, but a bid has been put in. Like, a lot of reporters are speaking on it. Man United have also signed Xerxes. Man United have also brought in Lenny Euro. This is without doing any player sales. Well, sorry, I'm getting mad. We are forgetting that we've actually sold Mace. We sold Mason Greenwood. We sold another player as well. Can't even remember. That's really frustrating. We sold Donny van der Beek. Why do I feel like someone else is gone? Can't even remember right now. Oh, well. No, I swear there's 3. Is there 3 out? Don't remember. That's ridiculous. Is it someone young that I'm not thinking about? Well, anyway, I've just had a mind blank. But the end of the day, Man United are doing business. I think it's 2 players. Anyway, move on. The main thing is we just don't know what's going on at Man United. And if let's say they get rid of Sancho, I know we're talking about Ugarte. I don't know if a swap deal was the best thing to do. Man, because we still are light on the wings. So on the left-hand side, for me, it's Rashi Garnacho, whatever order you want to put it in. But I imagine Rashi's the first choice. On the right-hand side, in my head, it's Sancho, well, it's Ahmad first, Sancho, Anthony. Now, if you get rid of Sancho, you now need another wide side. You now need another wide player. If you believe that Rashi's going to have the break, a typical Rashford moment and having the good season, because he has a bad season, has a good one. If Rashi's going to do that, then spaces become, there's not that much space. So then after, space is a premium. So then what does the club do? How do we make the... I get that there'll be times when we take off Rashi, Garnacho comes on, stretch the game, this, that, and the other. Those times Garnacho might be starting. But like, one thing I've seen is Ahmad is the guy. I can imagine Sancho being someone that can be used. Sancho being a player that can slot in. I just don't know. This club, man, it's so hard to work out what we're trying to do. And the one thing for sure is, while you lot don't feel the way I feel right now, as this preseason tour is literally about Mason, Sancho, Collier, these are the players that should be fighting for a first team in a regular subspace. It's those guys. Now, Rasmus Højlund apparently should be coming. They did. I was told that it's touch and go. It's touch and go, but the Danish players should be arriving. That's him and Eriksen. We'll see, man. But personally, I would like Sancho to get a chance if the money's not right. If the money's perfect, sell him. If the money's perfect, but I need the money to be perfect. I'll accept 55 million to 60 million for Sancho. Not saying if you want to offer more, that's fine, but I'll take 55 and walk away and say, it never panned out the way I wanted it to. Thank you. Thank you for your service. It's crazy when the service wasn't even servicing. Yes, unfortunate. It'll be one of those ones. It'll be one of those, sorry, this didn't work out the way we wanted it to, but we wish you well with your career. But I feel like there's still something there, so I'm holding out. Whatever Ineos decide to do, here's the cop-out. Whatever Ineos decide to do, I'm with it. Just don't sell him for a price that doesn't make sense. It has to make sense. Anyway, moving on to Matthias de Ligt. Man United, once again, you not know the song, Just Give Me the Light. I would love him to come to the club. You heard one of the top guys at Bayern basically saying, like pointing out the obvious that, he's Dutch. The current coach of Man United is Dutch. We'll see what happens, this, that, and the other. Like, Man United clearly, and even Ten Hag said something about, it wasn't even me that was looking at him. This is the review board. Like, this is the scouts. Like, I didn't suggest it. I've chased him, like, for when he was on the way to Juve and stuff, but did he say he chased him again when he went to Bayern? But he's always been interested in this player, but it's not his. They came to him with the recommendation. He's like, absolutely. Now, it just goes to show what the team are doing and how the team are trying to build. I think getting Matthias de Ligt will be awesome for us. You saw Lenny Euro in his first game. I was impressed with Lenny Euro. I thought he could offer something. Again, he can't burn him out. He needs to be given time as well. He needs to be given space to develop, space to rest. De Ligt is a wicked signing. I really hope we do it. He's been dedicated. He wants nothing but Manchester United. Now, if you do bring in the likes of Matthias de Ligt, next to Licha, solid. Matthias de Ligt, Euro, solid. Euro, and like you could do so many different combinations of it that could look like, yeah, I like where this club is going. I like what this club is trying to build towards. Listen, I forget to tell you, can you imagine? It's on the road to 100K. Make sure you hit the like button. Support your boy, man. Support me. I'm making light moves out here, light ones. I will be back later with evening show. So for all the fans that are, all the delegates that are literally like on the other side of the world and it suits you better to call that show, definitely get involved. I think there's so much to get into at the start of the season, the goals that we're going to set for ourselves. There's so much, man. You never know. You'll probably be live again later because the Matthias de Ligt deal was done. You know, I don't put anything past these guys, especially like trying to make certain deals happen before the team goes on tour. You know, I saw I saw Omar at the Edinburgh, the Rangers game. Saw him in Edinburgh. Didn't get to talk to him or nothing like that. But these guys are traveling. These guys are there. These guys are with it. These guys' fingers on the pulse. You know, so who knows that one decision that they could be making now in regards to like the Sancho thing, maybe Omar Barad sees it and says, you know what? No, actually, his market value is way higher and we can get more out of him. He's got to stay. Who knows? Only time will tell. Listen, people, thank you for watching. Big up yourselves. I am out.
Bomb, 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 bomb.
Back with a vengeance. KG's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance.
Too reckless.
Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. KG, this one's crazy.
You're too reckless.
None can compare with the KG Don. Better take cover when he drops that.
Bomb, bomb,
Going on reckless, just it's on. It's that time when he drops that.
Bomb, bomb. I said drop a bomb, Dad.